BTV back. What's good with y'all, huh? Y'all know what's going on, huh? 49ers Packers. Great game. Great game. 49ers came out victorious. Now we on to the last two. Who would have thought? Detroit Lions coming out here to the Bay. And yeah, we about to make it happen. Chiefs versus Ravens. Oh shit, that's the first game on Sunday. So let's deal with that one first, y'all. All right, let's deal with that one first. Smoke talk football. Let's go. So Chiefs did it again, huh? Sent Buffalo on packing. Good game. Good game. Kicker missed a kick. That sucks. You know, we always talk about it's not the kicker's fault. It's stuff that happened previous in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, right? Bullshit. Okay. Kicker missed a game tying field goal. It's the kicker's fault. It is what it is. It's the kicker's fault. Let me tell you why. If your quarterback puts you in position to be able to tie up the game and you miss it, it is your fault. Fuck whatever happened the other 3 quarters. That is the most important drive of the game. So if that's the most important drive of the game, then A. Okay? They don't pay quarterbacks to drive in the first quarter. They pay the quarterbacks to go win a game in the fourth quarter. So for me to hear on certain networks that, look, it's not the kicker's fault. Yes, it is the kicker's fault. Okay? It's the kicker's fault. And it's his fault that the Bills did not go on and play the Ravens. Okay? Even if they would have lost in overtime, okay? We would never know what the outcome could have been because he missed a kick. So yes, I do blame that on the kicker. All right, I do blame that on the kicker. Outside of that, right? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Chiefs versus Ravens. This is not the Houston Texans. All right, this is not the Houston Texans. All right, this is not the Houston Texans. So. With that being said, I think this is going to be a very difficult task for the secondary of the Ravens. Okay? Now, what the Chiefs was able to do on the Bills is run that ball. They ran the ball. If the Chiefs is able to run the ball with Mahomes' magic, it's gonna be a long day for the Ravens. Now, let me just tell you this. Out of all the quarterbacks right now playing, it's more pressure on Lamar Jackson. Okay? Let me tell you why it's more pressure on Lamar Jackson. This is the furthest Lamar has ever been. The rest of the 3 quarterbacks that are in the playoffs right now have all been to a NFC or AFC championship. Of course, Pat Mahomes been in the last, 5? This is the 6th one, if I'm not mistaken. Brock Purdy was in one last year, got hurt. Jared Goff went to the Super Bowl. So Lamar Jackson has to win this game. If Lamar Jackson does not win this game, another one bites the dust. What do I mean by that? He'll just be another quarterback that you put all the tools around him and he still can't get it done. Okay? So, I can't hear that Lamar Jackson doesn't have any pressure. Yes, this is pressure. Okay? Each and every quarterback in the playoffs have a little bit of pressure going on. This is for the Super Bowl. Okay? This is to go to the Super Bowl. All right? So each quarterback got a little bit of pressure on him. Lamar Jackson is no different. The only one that does not have any pressure on him is, of course, Pat Mahomes. If Pat Mahomes loses this game, it's nothing. Why? Because Pat Mahomes already has 2 Super Bowls, MVPs. So it's really no pressure on Pat Mahomes, to keep it all 100 with you. There's no pressure on him. This is just another notch under his belt. Who do I think is going to win that game? Okay, put it to you this way. Both quarterbacks are explosive. Different ways, but both explosive. I think the Chiefs will win this game. And let me tell you why I think the Chiefs will win. The only thing that scares me, if I'm a Chiefs fan, is the field goal kicker for Baltimore. That's the only thing. Because both teams match up evenly. Okay? Where, let's really be honest, Chiefs defense kind of mess up all year, get to the playoffs, and they mess around and look like the number 1 defense. You know what I'm saying? So, I say that to say that I would not be surprised if the Ravens win. I wouldn't be surprised if the Ravens win, because I do believe the Ravens have a very good ass team and they can put it together. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Ravens win, but I do have the Chiefs winning. That game is hella difficult. You know, the conditions is gonna be grimy. It's gonna be what, Baltimore football. And I think it's going to be a real exciting game. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be a real exciting game. Especially to start off, championship weekend. Like, that's going to be dope. My concern for the Ravens is the secondary, like I said before. Pat Mahomes can eat up that secondary. On the other hand, now, that defensive front of the Ravens, hey, Clowney he back. Like, Clowney is looking like Texans Clowney. Like, and the Clowney that we've been known that we can expect. That edge, him pressuring up the front, yeah. Like, and just for him to play his old team, that was dope. You know what I'm saying? So, what we gonna do is, believe it or not, I think that game is not gonna be a high scoring game. maybe 21, 24, 21. I don't see it going anything higher than that, 24, 21. But let's get down to it. Y'all see what's on the head. 49ers all day, right? This is going to be a very good game. This game is going to come down to which offensive line wanted more. I believe this game is going to be won in the trenches. All right. Because both teams are kind of built the same. The only weakness when it comes to their defense, Detroit defense, I would say is their linebackers. What would y'all say? Their secondary is nice, but their linebackers. The 49ers have to be able to exploit the middle and then the sidelines. I think that is going to be open. I think our defensive line, this is going to be just like last year. We had to go against the best offensive line in the NFC Championship. Right now, Detroit got the best offensive line. You know what I'm saying? And one of the best offensive line, and they're dope. Them boys is quick. They're powerful. They're agile. They can be dominant. What we have to do is we have to keep that rotation with our defensive end going, so they don't tire us out. If you know what I mean, okay? That sweep to the edge is going to be very, very key. If we can stop that, okay, if we can stop that and their big plays, Jerry Goff is getting that ball down the field because their wide receivers are explosive, okay? He's getting that ball down the field. So what we have to sit up here and do is we have to be able to contain that. Of course, we're going to be playing man and then sometimes zone. Our linebackers have to be able to attack that edge. If we do not attack that edge, they're going to fucking kill us. Okay? They're going to kill us. Ain't no if and buts about it. They're going to kill us. So, it is up to the defensive line to be able to get that extra push. Push him back maybe a yard, even if it's a couple of inches. The defensive line has to be able to sit up there and generate that push up the middle. All right? Now, Brock Purdy. Let's get to Brock. Brock's young. Brock's in his second season. Okay? We have to make it easier on him. How do we make it easier on him? I think we should do a running back by committee this game. Run the ball, give it to Elijah, and give it to Christian. All right? Serious. All right? If we're able to do that, hell, give some screens to our fullback. Let's sit up here and still play patient. All right? We ain't got to rush. Play patient football, just like we did on that last drive to go ahead and beat the Packers. Play patient. All right? Our defense, I think if we're able to score 24 points, we will be able to win the game. 24 points. 24 points. All right? That is the key. 24 points. I think with both teams, with running the ball, they will get some good plays. Gibbs is fast as hell. Okay? He's faster than McCaffrey. So, no missed tackles. It cannot be no missed tackles. We have to sit up here and we have to tackle. We have to tackle. That's the whole key about winning this game. I think if you say which side of the ball I think is more important, I think it's the defense, right? I think it's the defense because our offense, and let's get it clear, I do think the weather affected last week's game and affected Purdy. Okay, I do feel that. All right, so I wasn't as mad um, with Purdy within that game. I felt like um, he was doing the best he could, especially in the conditions. And I know Jordan Love was just he was back there looking like a beast. Okay, we can't have the reason why, like I said, our offense gets into little spurts like that, but we'll be okay because we have the players on offense to be able to make big plays. Okay, we have that defense. Okay, we can't be in a situation where we have three defensive pass interference calls. That has to be negated. Like we can't afford that. Not in this type of game. Regular season, okay. Not in this type of game. We have to be looking back at the ball. Okay, we have to be looking back. The defense is more important because guess what? We've Look how many 100 yards rushers we done let have. Okay, just in the past month. So we cannot let their offense come out here and bully us. We can't. We can't. All right, we can't. All right. I didn't want to make this video long. Just nice, short, brief, straight to the point. 49ers already know we own it. We own it. We own it. This our year. Can I talk my shit real quick? This our year. This our year. Stop playing. Stop playing. All right? This our year. Like, look, man. Look. When it gets down to those last 2, 3 games, last game in the Super Bowl, shit gets real intense. It gets real intense. I just happened to be at work last week, you know what I'm saying, watching the Packers and 49ers game. That shit was crazy, you know what I'm saying? So I can't lie to you, it's going to be intense. Luckily, I do not have to go to work this Sunday, so I will not be at work. I will be, you know what I'm saying, here at the house watching this game. I know we cannot play a perfect game. I know we're just not going to blow them out or anything like that. We need that competition, especially if we want to make it to the Super Bowl, we need that competition. And Detroit Lions is the second best team, in the NFC. They, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else fell down. It's only the 49ers and the Lions. All right. Like it is what it is. As being a 49er fan, sometimes you have to be optimistic as well. Okay, you can't just be rah, 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 rah. We're not a perfect team. We're not perfect we're not perfect. We have our flaws. One of the ways that you can beat the 49ers is by testing their secondary. If you're able to test the 49ers secondary, you will be able to win. Okay, Williams cannot get off. Their wide receiver, he's fast. He cannot get off. He can't get off. Can Jared Goff beat us with his arm? We're familiar with Jared Goff. Okay? This is not our first rodeo with Jared Goff. He was on the Rams. We seen him 2 times a year. It's not our first time. Not our first time. Not our first time. So, I would like to thank y'all for coming to the channel today. Watching this, please hit the like button. I thank you. Please leave any comments. Leave the comments. It's good. Leave the comments. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Leave some comments. I'm out of here. Peace.